Hello and welcome to a video review of Scout Class, Revenge of the Fallen Ransack, and Hunt for the Decepticons hubcap. Now, I did do a review on him before, but for some weird reason the footage corrupted. It was on my old camera, so it corrupted, and I thought I uploaded it, and I didn't for that reason. So we're going to do these two together. We're probably going to do Ransack first. We're going to move hubcap out of the way for a moment. And he is a German airplane, I believe, an Albatross, I believe, is what the plane is. So you have lots of nice detailing here. You got the canvas work on the tail fins, a little bit of paint wear there. You got the Decepticon logos there, some nice dry brushing. You got the seat. You got the flathead engine. You got some more detailing there. You can kind of see the radiator kind of peeking out there. Prop does spin. Get the landing gear. He's a tail dragger, so he just has a little stick at the end. Kind of see his twin machine guns with the, I can't remember what the pancake drums, I believe they're called. I could be wrong. I'm not sure what they're called. You got the little bombs there. A nice little World War I plane. Does not scale well with anything. A lot of these Scout class characters do not scale well. In real life, this plane's like 10 feet long. So anyways, we'll get down to transformation. And one issue with this figure is these ball joints are tighter than the joints. So if I go to pull on this, sometimes these will just pop off. We're going to bring these up. Bring these back. And they do clip onto these, but these are really small clips, so I don't, just for the sake of this transformation. Bring this back. I apologize if you hear my cat playing in the background. I'm going to fold up his wheels. I'm going to bring down the tail of the plane. You're going to want to rotate it and split it, and see if I rotate it the right way. Yes, I did. And then this one comes down, rotates and comes down. And it's going to rotate underneath that tail fin, so you have his legs. Take his little side skirts, fold them down. Make sure it's all the way folded down. Get this folded back. Kind of get it flush. And these also clip in. I would just be very careful with this figure after all these years. Tab those in. Untab. This is what I was talking about. The joints on these are tight, but they're tighter than the ball joints. You want to rotate them down. Rotate his leg. I'm hoping my AC is not too loud. Untab it without popping out the ball joint. Rotate it around. Rotate the bombs down. Fold down the engine. I don't know why my autofocus is not like this guy. And bring up the head. You can do what you want with these. I always just fold them up. I think the official instructions has them folded down, but yeah. There you have little Ransack. Getting close here on his little ugly head. Nice little red eyes. Has a very almost French helmet look to him. Got the radiator. Not a whole lot of detail. He's very skeletal, and got the twin machine guns. He does have a third mode, so you want to take it, rotate this up, rotate this up, and there you have his flight mode. It's kind of dumb, honestly. They just basically said, hey, have transform this guy back. But yeah, articulation wise, he can look down due to that joint. You can look up. You can't really look side to side. More than that, you get a lot of wiggle waggle on it. Shoulders will go up that far. We'll do a full 360. Get a better frame. We'll do a full 360. I'm just trying to pop the ball joint off. Arms will rotate pretty far. They'll almost do a full 360 due to transformation. Does have a waist swivel as you saw for transformation. Hips will kick forward this far. So you got pretty decent hip motion. And back as far as you need. These can move out of the way, of course. Can do the full splits. Knees can do 90. I think they can bend both ways. Yeah, they can do 90 degrees both ways. And feet will move down on both of them. No ankle pivot except for on this side due to transformation. And that's pretty much it for Ransack. I do want to buy the dive bomb repaint if I can ever find it. It's kind of hard to find. Yeah, there's Ransack, a weird spindly World War I soldier. Which I always liked that idea that he was a World War I soldier. Kind of gave it more realism. I believe in the novelization of the film, he was in the museum, or he was out flying around and detected Jetfire's space bridge. I don't remember, I haven't read the book. We're going to move him out of the way. And we're going to bring in Hunt for the Decepticons Hubcap, who's a nice looking, I think he's a Ford Deluxe Coupe. I could be wrong. But, yeah. Got the nice side pipes there. Not a whole lot of paint other than the windows. Ignore that truck driving through if you can hear it. Autobot logo. You got the grill, the running lamps, headlights, door handles there. Got the gas cap. Not a whole lot. You can kind of see underneath how everything's going to play out. Does roll. Transformation. Just going to split it. Going to bring it out. Extend the legs. Split it. Fold the rear of the car back. And once you have that done, you want to come up here. Bring out the arms. Fold down the chest. Get everything situated however you want. And there you go. Pretty simple. And much like Ransack, he has a little bit of bronze on the legs, a little bit of silver, side pipes. Not a whole lot of detailing revealed. I do like his head. In the original one, I traded it for, this is how smart I was, I traded it for the animated McDonald's Megatron, because I had all but that one, and I traded my original hubcap for him. My original one, come on, you gonna focus? The left eye was unpainted on mine. So if you can find one, try to check that. I don't know why it does not focus on him. There we go. But yeah, a little bit of gold faceplate. Very G1, which it's supposed to be. You got exposed screws there. You can see some kind of molded detail on the arms. You got like scaled mail and some joints and stuff are exposed. You got some of the steering for the car there. Same with the legs. You have a little bit of detail there. You got the bronze, a little bit of molded detail. It's pretty basic. Articulation wise, head is on a ball joint, but mine does not want to turn. I mean, I can get everything else to move, so he kind of looks up and down, kind of. And that's kind of it. And the head is supposed to lock into place, but sometimes it doesn't. You can kind of see that little silver piece. Sometimes it does, but the ball joint on the head is tighter than that joint, so as soon as you get locked in, it just immediately falls as soon as you move it, so I've never really bothered with it. But arms will do a full 360. We'll go up at the shoulder that far, we'll go down. Arms on a ball joint, so you get 90 degrees rotation. It's very tight, and there's a whole lot of kibble on him, so you get not a whole lot of rotation. You can kind of finagle it to get more, but other than side to side, inwards, that's about it. Hips are universal joints. We'll go out that far. We'll go forward that far until it hits the bumper. We'll go back that far. Knees will bend in just about like that. Feet just move up for transformation. No waist swivel or anything due to the way it transforms, but yeah, a nice decent little figure. I've always liked him. I always regretted trading him off. If I could find another one, I really want another one. But yeah, if you can find either of these guys, Ransack or him, we'll bring Ransack back in, or Hunt for the Decepticons Hubcap. I don't believe there's any repaints of Hubcap. I know he was on the back of his box. It mentioned he was fighting Brimstone. Never found Brimstone. Always wanted him, but, and you can kind of see there's a little bit of plastic kind of hanging out back there. I've had two of these figures, and each one has had different QC issues. Not the joints, nothing in the joints. Both of the ones I've had have never been loose, but just weird QC issues. I mean, my other one had literally the left eye was not painted at all. So he's pretending he was like a war vet that like lost his eye. Trying to justify the kind of disappointment I had when I got a $10 Transformer, and it, like, he has no paint other than like the few splotches, and they missed his eye. But Ransack, the loose joints, I don't know if they fixed it on Dive Bomb, but I mean, it takes no effort to pop them off. And the clips are tiny. I'd really watch them now. And these are the bane of my existence. These will fall off like no other. And transformation for this guy can be finicky because of those parts. But other than that, they're pretty decent. Hubcap's very bland, very G1, very boring. Not that G1's boring, but he's a very boring figure. But yeah, if you could find either of these, I would definitely pick them up. the Scout class is something that I will desperately miss. I don't think we have it anymore. I know we have the core class. There's never going to be anything better than Revenge of the Fallen and Hunt for the Decepticons Scout class. Legends class was even amazing. I know they still have that, but they're Scout class now. But I will catch you folks next time. Let me know what you thought of the Scale class. I know they got expensive, really expensive. I only had a few of them. I had Dune Runner, Depth Charge, who I also traded to that kid for half a Beast Wars Rampage, which I'm going to track down that Depth Charge, the Depth Charge or the Sonar. I'm going to find him again because I want him again. But yeah, I will catch you folks next time.